I'll start again. Well, welcome everyone to the Fitchburg Police and Fire Commission. The meeting was scheduled at 6:30. There was another city committee meeting, transportation, that met and just adjourned just a few minutes ago. So we have had a quick conversation from the city attorney on advising, what we should do. And so we're going to call the meeting to order. We are not going to take action on items today, that would be, but going to reschedule for Wednesday if we can have a quorum. I can make it Wednesday. We need to have at least 3 people that are. Rosa, are you able?
I should be able to make it Wednesday at 4:30. Yes.
You could? Okay. So we would be able to have a quorum so we could post tomorrow. We've got more than 24-hour notice that we want to make sure we do things right and legally so that we are being as open, as transparent, and following the law as we can. So, Sarah, I guess following Valerie's advice, we will post, not to take any actionable items or discussion on actionable items tonight. So with that, Wednesday, our regular time. Okay, good.
Hey, Tom.
Yes?
So the only thing that I would recommend on things that are not actionable is if you do have any people for non-agenda items that wouldn't be actionable anyway, just to make sure that we're covering that base for anybody that tuned in.
We'll ask people on the public appearances. I mean, that's, we're not taking any action on it. It's up to them. People are welcome to come to all our meetings. We want to make sure that that's known. The second item of business I'd like, before we go into approval of minutes, is I'd like for us to take a moment of silence to honor all public servants who've given the ultimate sacrifice and those that are serving in harm's way. So, a moment of silence, please. Thank you. I just think it's really important to honor police, fire, any public servant, our military, people who are serving and doing so with their putting themselves in harm's way. Okay, third item. I guess approval of minutes is an action, so I guess we're gonna skip that. Be ready for Wednesday's meeting. Public appearance on non-agenda items. Does anyone want to? No? Okay. I guess the next item they could do is certificate of appreciation.
Perfect.
Because that's,
Okay. Well, as you know, we have one member that's leaving us because he's becoming an older person. And we have Tom who's leaving us because his term expires. So, to that effect, we would like to present 2 certificates of appreciation. Did something happen here? Sorry. Should I use this one? No? Oh, okay. Then I can stand, sure. Okay, so I'm going to start with Jim because I know you have a few words to say about Jim. So we'd like to say thank you for your 2 years of commitment and dedication to the City of Fitchburg Police and Fire Commission. Your service is greatly appreciated. And Tom has a few words to say.
well, I just want to thank. I want to thank you, for your service and all the other commissioners. It was one of those things I think is just so important. I appreciated how dedicated you are, and also appreciate that you're stepping up to serve on the council. I think it's a good thing for the city, your service on the Police and Fire Commission, and even help the citizens even more on the Council, congratulations on your election, and thank you again for your, it was nice to have another person who had done like 30 years of law enforcement as a command officer, so thank you for your experience.
Well, thank you, and I just want to give some great props to this commission. You have some great people on this commission, and I could tell you I was really happy to serve on the commission. I mean, some of the things that we did over the last 2 years, updated the PFC manual. We talk about diversity and inclusion every meeting, which I think is really great. Sarah, I really got to give kudos to you. You know, having someone that's on, HR, being a part of this commission to keep us, give us advice on hiring issues and everything else like that. But the work that you put in just to make sure that we have a diverse police and fire department, I mean, it's just outstanding. And then the people, like I said, the commissioners who are dedicated to the city of Fitchburg and to our public safety, making sure that we have top-notch people, can't be understated. So it was my honor, actually, to serve with all of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Well, I hate to see you go, but I'm going to call him and complain. So I encourage the other members to do the same. Okay, we have a certificate of appreciation for our president, Thomas Thorensen. Thank you for your 5 years of commitment and dedication to the City of Fitchburg Police and Fire Commission. Your service is greatly appreciated. And I'd like to say a few words because you were here when I started, and I only have a year left. And when I started, pretty soon we had to hire a new chief. So you were very helpful, and I felt that we connected and that you understood my point of view. So I learned a lot from you too. So thank you. Anybody else wants to say a few words? Anybody else out there?
Sure, Russ. I'll say a couple of words, both for Jim. I'll start with Jim first. Thank you, Jim, for your 2 years of service. It was obviously great having you on the commission, and definitely appreciate your commitment to ensuring all the best for our police and fire departments in their hiring, promotional, and other employment-related decisions. And we obviously look forward to working with you in your upcoming role as a council member. And then in regards to Tom, obviously, Tom, thank you very much for your 5 years of service. You've always had the city's best interest in mind as you've been a member of the Police and Fire Commission. And obviously, as president, you've also definitely had the city's best interest in mind, and definitely looking to set up our next group of commissioners by working on the PSC rules and regulations and updating those, and then also beginning that work on an orientation type manual for our new commissioners as well. So thank you very much for your service, Tom, and knowing you, you will definitely stay busy and active in city and county government, and all the best to you.
Thank you.
And
From the impression of the fire department, fire chief specifically, I would like to say that if there's one thing about the Police and Fire Commission that is of great a great service to the city is the fact that those that serve as its members, as its commissioners, not only represent what's best for the community, our community advocates in the way of public safety, but they really do go above and beyond to make sure that we are staffed in a way that is representative of the community that we serve. So from that respect, we are very fortunate to have those who take the time to spend as much time and invest as much time into this effort that's needed, not just something that they do for the sake of filling a seat. If there's one thing that can be said about the Police and Fire Commission, Jim, Tom, both of you specifically identified the importance of people. Fire departments, police departments don't respond, don't work as well unless we have good people. and those people are represented by those that look out for the best, most representative fire and police department, and that comes with our police and fire commission, so that we are hiring those that will ultimately be advocates for the community and advocates for public safety. Kudos to both of you for as much as you've put into this commission. Thank you for your leadership. We look forward to serving you now in different roles. Jim as your new role as alder, and Tom as your continuing role as citizen. We will do our best to do exactly what we need to do in order to make you proud of your effort. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And do you have a few words, Tom?
Well, I can do it sitting, I guess. Well, thank you very much. You know, back in January, when I was contemplating, I got a letter from the mayor saying that I want another 5-year appointment. And I thought really hard, because I love this job. I love how important everybody's work is on it. And I thought about it long and hard, and my wife just retired 2 years ago, and the balance issue, and I've been on the park commission for 17 years, and I'm not giving that up, and just the whole retirement balance of being able to do things, I thought it was fair. Plus, the other thing that I thought is that I think there's a culture and an understanding by the members of this commission that we are focusing on what's best for the citizens of Fitchburg, what's best for our departments, and trying to help, you know, with our understanding of our, you know, what our statutory role is, in that it is limited, and it is trying to do the right things for the city, for the citizens, for our police and fire department. And you know, it was a hard decision to step down, but I think it was the right one, because we've got good people stepping in, and the more we can improve our police and fire commission, improve our police and fire departments, improve the city, all the things that go with it, the better off we all are. So it's been an honor to serve. I truly appreciate all the commissioners that I've serving with now and in the past. I think everybody's had the city's interest. I want to make sure that I thank the two chiefs. The chiefs have, you know, do a great job of, I think, leading their departments, both as both managers and leaders. You know, they do the right things. I really want to say thank you to Sarah, you know, and Lisa, you know, before her. It's great having dedicated city staff who help make sure that we're doing the right things in how we hire, how we discipline, whatever actions we may be taking. So I'd really like to thank everyone, and I'm gonna still be around. So if you want to pick my brain on something, you're more than welcome, because I'm glad to help. So thanks again.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thanks again. The other thing that's exciting, and this is one of the reasons why I was certainly knew that there were a lot of good citizens in Fitchburg, when I said to the mayor I was stepping down, it would give him time to recruit some good candidates. And we do have 2 new commissioners who will be starting. Sheena will be starting, I think, April 20th, and Ron Johnson next month. And they've patiently been sitting at their computers at home. And I think we'd all love to hear a little bit about their backgrounds and their joining the commission. Go ahead. Sheena, do you want to go first, since you'll be?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes. Thank you for the welcome, and it's a pleasure to be here, you guys. This is a privilege, so thank you. It sounds like I'm joining a great team. A little of my history, I've got 20 years experience in the fire service, both volunteer, paid on call, and career department as well. I'm very involved in the community. I also serve with the Big Brother Big Sister program. I'm very passionate about that. I've got a little who's now grown and just became a mom, so I've got to be a part of that great program. early learning, continuing education, and workforce equality and anti-bullying are probably my biggest passions. Really creating a inclusive and diverse workforce is definitely high on my priority charts. I also am collaborating with a couple legislation acts, and Dignity at Work Act would be one of them, and anti-bullying, just to enforce and encourage a positive workplace. So those are a couple things that I'm passionate about, but I'm very happy to be here and learn more about the city of Fitchburg and be a part of the process. So thank you for having me.
Well, thank you and welcome. Ron?
Yes. Welcome, Sheena. I'm proud to start my service with you. So my name is Ron Johnson. I'm the former coordinator for the Dane County Community Restorative Court, which we started in 2014. And for the first 3 years of the program, I was the only paid employee. So we built the program from the ground up. We often would say that we built it, we built that plan while we were flying it. And Chad Brecken was a big part of making that happen. So it's a marvelous collaboration between law enforcement, community, and government. And so we worked with young people who were charged with misdemeanors and municipal violence, municipal ordinances. And we would work with disorderly conduct, criminal damage to property, theft, retail theft, disorderly conduct. And we worked to put victims and offenders together in a safe environment where people could talk and listen and hear each other, so that the victim could look at the at the offender and see a human being, and vice versa. And so this program works. We have a 91% success rate in the community restorative court. And I must say that I just retired, so it's in the hands of Department of Human Services at Dane County, and I'm very, very proud of the work that we did there. I'm from Milwaukee. I'm a former teacher and principal, and for about 17 years I ran the gang diversion program in Milwaukee. And I've done a lot of traveling around the country, teaching teachers, law enforcement, social workers about the youth gang subculture. So in my service chat here in Fitchburg, anything that I can help you share in terms of community development. I've done a lot of community development in Milwaukee. I was trained in the Saul Alinsky style of community organizing, and gang issues, gang development issues. I've logged a lot of hours working with the gang development programs in Milwaukee. So, and one of my biggest interests, I'll be straight up honest, in Fitchburg in the Fire and Police Commission is tackling some of the tremendous issues that are related to police officers and the community. In my case, specifically the Black minority community. There's a lot of trouble. There's a big issue on the books tonight. We're all waiting for the decision from Minneapolis. So this is an issue that I think is at the crux of American politics and American community relationships. And I'm not afraid of it. I'm willing to tackle the situation head on. And I don't look at myself as necessarily a police advocate. I look at myself as a community advocate, and police are part of the community. And we have to learn to work together and make this thing right.
Well, thank you very much. You know, I think it's wonderful to hear Sheena and Ron's background, and again how they will bring added value to the Police and Fire Commission. And again, I just can't encourage citizens enough to be engaged with your community and serve on commissions and boards, because we need citizens to really help government work well. So thank you, both of you. I guess one of the questions I'd have now on item number 7 on the agenda is we could do staffing reports, or we simply could do an adjournment too. I mean, from the standpoint of going through, you know, I guess number 9 is, 9 and 10 are announcements, which we could do, but why don't we just hold off until the next meeting? It's getting
Can,
late.
Tom, if I may make a request?
Okay.
Can we ask Jason Gonzalez if he can be here on Wednesday? If not, if he has anything that he would like to share in advance. I just want to give him an opportunity to speak without action. But if he can be here on Wednesday, then we can potentially hold off on that report as well.
Yeah, I guess let's, Jason, did you hear the chief's comments? Are you able to be back on Wednesday?
You're looking at 4:30 p.m. Wednesday?
Yes.
That is fine. I can be here for Wednesday 4:30.
Okay. Otherwise, we would, change we'd go back to number 4, but, okay, well, thank you. Since we want to make sure we follow the city's ordinances and statutes and whatnot, I certainly appreciate everyone's patience. I didn't know the time limit until we came back in, and we want to do the right thing, and I think we'll do that by noticing the next meeting, which will be at our regular time on Wednesday. And I thank everyone.
One more item before adjournment.
Okay, go ahead,
It
Chief.
has to do with the fire department's hiring policy. It doesn't necessarily require any action from this commission. But I know that Tom O'Day had some recommendations as far as what needed to happen with that policy. We can forward that policy to you so that on Wednesday, you can see what we've done to reflect some of those recommended changes. And then if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer those on Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. And any other, well, in the spirit of making sure that we continue good government and only do what we should, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay, I think we'll do in honor of Mr. Wheeler tonight, for your service, so thank you so much. Okay, all in favor of adjourning, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, everyone, and thank anyone who, Ron and Sheena for patiently waiting for the other meeting to end, and Sarah and our 2 chiefs who also patiently waited. We appreciate it. So see people, and Mr. Gonzalez too. We appreciate, and we'll see people at 4:30 on Wednesday. Thank you.